Hi guys, hello. It's Darlene with Couture. Happy Thursday already. How did it get to be Thursday already? Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're almost at the end of the week, which is good, but it just goes by so fast, don't you think? It just always flies by so fast. So it is Thursday already. Oh my goodness, tomorrow's Friday. And then a weekend, and then I leave on Monday. I'll be flying up early, have to be at the airport at 4:30 a.m. to catch like the first flight out. So yeah, and then I'll be gone for a few days. I'll be up in Idaho for Mom's memorial service, and then I'll be coming back on Wednesday. So how are you guys? Happy Thursday. How's your week so far? Have you had a good week? Do you have plans this weekend? Who has some plans this weekend? Somebody does. I know. If you're out there watching, just say hello. If you're coming back and watching the replay, just put hashtag replay. I have this cute little bee sign. I told you I have tons and tons of kits that I will be painting and using transfers here and there. I love to put patterns on things. So I do have extras of these. I will be making a kit. I didn't get it done last night. I had to do paperwork last night, so that was priority, but I did get the kit put together to show you guys. And I took a picture last night, so I'll get that posted to the VIP group after this. The wood kit itself is already on Etsy, and a couple more. I got a couple more posted. Santa Claus, like a Santa gnome and a Mrs. Claus gnome posted already, and then signs, door signs. So a Santa door sign and a Mrs. Claus door sign, and they're so cute. I can't wait to paint them. I really feel like I need to do relaxing stuff this weekend. I really should clean. But I think I need to at least spend one day just doing painting. Just do painting tutorials for you guys. And then I can just post them. And then I don't have to do a live for every single one of these projects. But it would be great for you guys to be able to see how they're painted. And I can just post the video. And you can just fast forward through it. So how are you guys? Happy Thursday. Let me make sure that I am live. And double check that it is Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. You never know about me. Oh, guys, you just never know. So it says I'm live. Am I live on my phone? Let me turn up my volume, because I'm forever blasting you guys with that. There I am. Okay, there's a few of you on here. If you're not a designer, I would love if you would sprinkle. I have some great sprinkle gifts that are going out. Yeah, some of you might have got some this week. I love to be able to just tuck extra things in with your packages, or just mail you something out of the blue. So if you're not a designer, I would love if you would sprinkle, and also give me some hearts, because hey, this project's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really fun. I love bees so much. Hi Carrie, good morning. Hi Karen West. Hi Betty, how are you? Good morning Sonia. Hi Terry. Hi Lori. I need more coffee. I've only had one cup of coffee. I have on my cute coffee shirt. I love this shirt. It's a fun one. This is our coffee transfer that we had, and I used part of it. I didn't use the entire thing. And I copied somebody. Okay, I saw somebody else do it, and I'm like, I have to do that. Yeah, we do. We share inspiration a lot of the times. Hi Tony, how are you? Hi Doris. I got your message, but I'll respond back when I'm done. I saw it just as I was starting. Hi Deb, how are you? Are you home now, or are you still traveling? I don't know how far it is for you, if it's a one-day drive. Hi Pam, how are you? Hi April, good morning. Hi Darlene. Hi Cheryl, heading to Idaho Falls for a wedding. Oh, how fun. Nice. Idaho Falls is a nice place. I lived there for a while in Idaho Falls. I lived in Firth. Let's see, April, going camping this weekend, hoping for beautiful weather. I hope so too. That will be a lot of fun. I bet there's going to be a lot of people out and about, because for some people, they're turning it into a 4-day weekend. Yeah, I would have been. So our plans were to go up to the cabin. That's okay. Things change. We will make plans another day, right? And just take some time off. So Anyways, yeah, I'm so excited about this project. It's going to be a lot of fun. I have so many other bee projects that go with this. We have the bee leaning ladder. We have a bee garland. I have a bee tier tray kit. Just tons of bee things. Oh my goodness. Hey Laura, good morning. Hi Janine. I know, I love the bees too. They're so fun. Hi Sandy. Hi Tony. Spending time with your mom. That is awesome. That is a good thing to do. Hi Carol. Hi Karen Monko. Thanks for sprinkling, Cheryl. Hi Kimber. Is there a video for the flag behind you? Yes, there is. Yes, there is a video for the flag behind me. Almost everything. I have a project. My my camera looks like it's off. It probably is. It might just be my head. You're home. It's a 9-hour drive. Okay, perfect. That's not too terrible. Yes. Okay, guys. I am going to go ahead and get started here, and as people hop on, I will say hi. Hi, Terry. Traffic stop. So, oh no, you'll be late for work. Darn it. Oh gosh. You know, sometimes that happens. An accident, or they shut down the freeway for one reason or another, or the side streets. It happens. Darn. You just thought, hello, I'm going to be a little bit late. Sorry about that. And I'm going to watch this while I'm going. So that's great. I'm glad you can join us, Terry. Okay, let me put you down to the project so you can see the entire thing. This is super duper cute. And it's pretty big. Okay, so oops. Yeah, that's where I wanted to be, right there. So it actually is pretty big. It's going to hang on the large stand, you know, the little stands that we have. It's going to hang on that. I have ribbon for it. I have cute ribbon. We're just going to make a messy bow. Okay, so one of the messy bows that you stack. So I have bee ribbon, I have plaid, and then I have honeycomb, and I have some of the little pom-poms, and I do have little zip ties. We're gonna attempt this. We are gonna put it up in the corner, and hopefully or glue it to the, you know, I'm gonna plug in my glue gun right now, because we might just glue it to the jute. So let me plug that in right now so that I have that for me when I need it. Okay. All right. Look how cute this is. So we're going to paint, and we're going to put a pattern on the beehive. We're going to put buffalo plaid on the beehive with our shimmer harvest. And then we're going to paint this white, and then we're going to put a pattern on it with our ocean mist. I'm hoping it's going to look okay. What do you guys think? Maybe I should use a different color, not ocean mist. But see, here's the thing, guys. I have the little packets of ocean mist that I was going to use. I don't have that many of the shimmer, so I didn't do that. But ocean mist, I do have quite a few. So I'm kind of thinking it would be cute. We're gonna paint this, and then we'll do. I just like adding things to it. I think it's fun. Let's get our flowers painted. So our flowers are going to be white with a yellow center. And then this is going to be black, the door of the beehive. And then we have a little red heart, tiny red heart. And then the wings are going to be white. So the wings go up here with the flowers are white. The centers are yellow, just separating things out. We're going to paint all of the bee yellow. And we'll go back and do his head and his stripes. And let me make sure. Oh, and the words. Darlene, there's words up there. Okay, these bees are just going to be black. Okay, so they're just going to be black. I have to move things around. Yeah, I thought I had more room. Okay, black, and these bees are black. Okay, we got it. We can do this. We can do hard things, right? Okay, this is going to be yellow. So the centers are yellow, and then there we go. We're okay. And this is yellow. Okay, and the words are going to be black. We'll just put it down here. Okay, and then this is going to be light buttermilk. Okay, we could go ahead and paint that. I'll just paint it right here like this. Do I have another board? Maybe. I thought I had a second. Yeah, I do. A second small board that I can just stick it onto right here. Here we go. Hi, Vicky. Ocean mist will look like the sky. That's what I was kind of thinking. I was kind of wanting it to look like the sky. Okay, Kira Ross, catch the replay. It is always here. I love that. Guys, do you know that I still go and watch other people's videos? Do you know that? I can always learn stuff. Plus, I love the community of being able to watch other designers and kind of get an idea on other things, and also just to say hi. So So if you're a designer out there and you're watching, don't be afraid to say hi. I am here for you. If you have questions about things and you're not able to get an answer from your upline, go ahead and send me a message. I'm always here to help everybody. I feel like we're a family. And sometimes you might have an upline that's not as active with Chalk Couture, so they might be missing something. I may not know everything too. So it also gives me the opportunity to go, hey, I need to figure that out. So this is light buttermilk that I'm using. I'm just going to do light buttermilk. We're going to chalk this with our Ocean Mist. So I do have some Ocean Mist packets. I ended up with some when I was using, I think, one of the winter things. So we do have the end of the sale coming up soon. Remember, chalk paste jars and ink are buy 3 get 1 free. So if you need any, that is a great place to purchase it right now, is through my website. And I can give you that link. It's not posted right there. I can let me put the link in the comments here so that you can grab that. So our sale ends at the end of the month. It really is a great sale. I'm going to actually buy some more for my craft show, because for me, I get that price too. If you're a designer, so you get a special price also. It's not just for the customers, which is great. Let me find a paper towel to put my brushes on. So let me just put that link in the comment. I don't always have everything right there. And you know what? I use boards all the time, and something happened. I have to start over. All my stuff has gone out of boards. So usually I would just copy and paste it right from boards. And for some reason, all my information in boards went away. So I get to start over with that. Chalk Couture, Darlene, do you know your website? Let's see if I can do it without making a mistake. My eyes are a little blurry this morning. I think I'm just tired. Mentally exhausted, possibly. It can happen, right? Okay. It's going to pop it up in a second here. Oops, that is not right. I'm going to put it in the comments for you guys. There we go. Okay. All right. That should work. If it doesn't, then we will. Yeah, it should work. Anyways, if it doesn't, I'll put it later. Okay. We have our light buttermilk, and we're going to bring in our tray, and we're going to paint everything else. And then we will chalk a pattern on it and put it together. Oh, there's a space in there. Guess what, guys? I accidentally left a space in there. Let me see if I can edit that. I don't think it lets me edit it from here. Yeah, there's a space in there. It's not going to work. But there it is. It's chalkcouture.com/chalkinwithdar. Karen, she says she loves watching other crafters learning new techniques, new tips and tricks. Yes, exactly. Hi, Tina. Thanks for sprinkling. You have a lot going on. I do have a lot going on right now. And then usually I can just open up boards and copy and paste, and for it to be gone is that's one of my tools. So I learn a lot. I get a lot of training from my upline, Sarah. She's up 3 levels, and she does a ton of training for our team. Her whole enterprise is able to be on her page and just absorb everything. So Boards is an app that you can put on your phone. And I don't know why I'm starting with white. Oh, yeah, because it's up in the corner. That's why. Bear with me. Okay, so white. And I got too much. So flowers and the wings are white. With Boards, you're able to store information. And you can just go to it. And you can copy and paste links or conversations or helpful tips. If somebody has a question about how do I ink this, you could have all of your inking instructions there that says, okay, so you ink it and then you dry it and then you heat set it. It stores all of your information. Well, all of a sudden it's gone. All my information disappeared, and I don't know why. Because I actually paid for that app. I have the upgraded version, but I went to it yesterday and I'm like, wait a second, where's there? It might just be a glitch. Maybe it'll be back today. There were weird glitches with Facebook yesterday that some people couldn't get into their messenger and message back and forth. And some people are blocked out of their groups, and I'm like, I had a weird thing happen where I could not. Okay, so black, 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 and black. I could not get my phone after I got done here and I took my pictures of my project. I could not get my phone to switch over to my personal account. It was stuck. It was stuck on the business account. So just weird things going on with Facebook lately. Okay, black. The bees are just black. These ones are just black. Okay, so happy Thursday, Denise. Squirrels are busy today. Always. Squirrels are always busy. Not just today. So I do have issues sometimes with just staying focused on things and remembering where was I at? Who's on first? But it's okay. You know what? That's just me. That's my personality. I am all over the place and somehow it just all works out. I get her done. And that's just the way that I work. My mind's always going in a bunch of different directions. I have to keep remembering, okay, where was I? What was I doing? What are we supposed to do here? I'll have tons of notes out for myself each day. I have sticky notes. I have other notes. Just have to always be reminding myself of this and of that. Because that's the way that my brain has always been. I've always been multitasking in many, many, many different areas. Kind of like on a computer where you have all these pages open. My brain has all these pages open and it's just like go, 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 go. Okay, I think I want to do this. I was trying to decide if I want to do it all one color. I'm kind of deciding that right now. I think the center of the flowers, I want to do a brighter yellow, and then I'm going to do the bee. So the bright yellow is cadmium yellow, and then I'm going to do the beehive and the bee deep ochre. Okay, so I just need to get out a little bit of this for the center of the flowers, and then I do need red. You do the same thing. Yeah, you know what? It's so weird. I just have so many things going on all the time with my head. And it's okay because I do get a ton of things done. It doesn't stop me from achieving things. Yeah, I just take the long way around. And it's okay. It's okay. It all gets done. It all gets done. Like last night, I get ready to go into bed and I look over at the shipping table and guess what's over there? I had moved stuff out of the living room because I had kits. So all of the kits that you saw on Etsy that I posted, I had cut myself. Okay, this is deep ochre. The heart's going to be red, so I just need a touch of red. So I had cut myself one kit so I could paint a sample for you guys of each thing. And so those were on the shipping table. I'm going, great, I have to get those off because I don't have extra time in the morning anymore to do that after my live because my granddaughter gets here so early. She should be here any moment, or maybe she's here. Sometimes she sneaks in. I don't even hear the door. She's so quiet. But yeah, so I look over and it is, at that point, it's 2:15 in the morning. And I have all these kits and I'm like, what am I going to do? I don't want to just put them back in the living room, back and forth, which happens sometimes because I'm like, I have to get these out of here before hubby gets home. And then I have to get these out of here before the girls get here. So I bagged them. I put them all in Ziplocs, each individual kit. When we added things yesterday, we're getting the Shopify. We're getting so much closer to getting our Shopify website ready. We had 54 items that we added, and that counts like the leaning ladder. So it's the blocks with the leaning ladder, and then it's the blocks by themselves. It's the truck with the bee insert. It's the bee insert by itself. So some of them, the project is with other things. So maybe like 30 of them are actually brand new kits that I have to paint all those. I have to paint everything for you guys. So I bagged up all that stuff for me and put my little kits into a box so that I have it there just for me. And so I'm not bringing it from the shipping table to the coffee table to the shipping table to the, because that is maddening. I just don't have enough room in my house. I honestly, I am kicking myself. We found the perfect house about, I don't know, it's been 6 months now. It was the perfect house, and hubby said no. It was too much for upkeep. And I'm like, I should have drug him over there, and he would have fallen in love with it. It was the perfect house. It had this big old barn that you could have held events in. It would have been perfect for that, and I could have done classes there. And he's like, it's too much upkeep. And I'm like, no, we could have sold our house. It was like $1 million, I think it was $1,250,000 or something like that. We could have sold this house, sold my cabin, and paid cash for that. And I didn't do it. I didn't push. But next time I see one like that, I am pushing, because it had a great big barn that looked like maybe you could have weddings there even. It had a big parking lot. And he's like, oh, there's too much upkeep. I'm thinking, I could have just hired somebody. I could have just hired somebody to do all that. So anyways, next time I am not backing down. This girl's gonna have what she wants. Okay, so I have everything painted. I need to do the details on the little bee, and then we'll glue these together. I need to do a pattern on this. It's a little bit damp. I'm going to dry it just a touch more. I don't like to chalk on anything that is wet. And then I do need to check and see if my other surface is dry. We'll definitely do that. Okay, this is the super refined MDF that usually almost always requires one coat of paint. I am going to ink my edges. I'm going to do my details on my bee. So you walk 4 miles just at your house. Wow, that's cool. That's awesome. Let's see. Shelly, I try to do too much all at once. I need to slow down and get more accomplished. Yes, you know, sometimes we do need to do that. I need to grab a paintbrush out of here. Let me get a small paintbrush to paint my details. This one will work. Okay, so let me go ahead and... Oh, and I didn't put myself in the corner. But you know what? There's not room on this project. Let me just go in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. There's little lines that are scored on here. So I'm going to paint the head black. Okay. And then I'm going to paint the lines. Okay. So I'm going to paint that. Yeah, I really do kick myself. There are times when I'm like, oh, whatever. But that house was actually perfect. We were talking about it the other day going, oh man, we really missed out on an opportunity. I should have just made him go over and look at it. He would have loved it. It was the cutest. The house was kind of an older style one with the wraparound porch. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I love this. He was looking at the property because there was actually a couple of acres, and that's a lot in this area. So it definitely was worth every dime. In California, you don't get a big property unless you go further out, and then you generally don't have good internet. And I have to have good internet for you guys. That's what I won't sacrifice, because he's like, oh, we could move to Ramona. Well, if anybody is here and you know where Ramona is, Ramona does not have good internet out in the country where there's a lot of property. And I know that because I have friends that live there, and they've lived there for a while, and they're still struggling with trying to get good internet. And when COVID happened and they had to work from home, they struggled because the internet really sucks out in that area. But there is land. So hey, maybe I just build my own internet tower. I don't know. I know that they used to have where you could have a tower on your property for the different cell phones, because we had one of those in Albuquerque on the property there. Okay, so there's my bee. I do want to put some little white lines on it after I dry it. I am going to put some white lines here and there on things, but I'm going to shade them with my ink pad first. So let me put my little bee back on there. So I just did the head and I did the stripes, and I used a little flat brush. Okay, so let me try to push that down onto the tape. There we go. I used a flat brush. It's just tiny. Okay, you can use an angle brush. Tomorrow, today and tomorrow I was checking out things for your craft show. Yay, craft show Saturday. That's awesome. That is awesome. How cool. I'm excited for you. I can't wait for you to have your craft show. Okay, let me pull this back. We're going to dry everything, and then we're going to ink stuff, and we'll put some lines here and there on it. And I know I love doing craft shows. One of my favorite things. Well, I was thinking I could do craft shows at that property. It would have worked. The barn was really big. It would have been fun. And I wouldn't have had to pay $5,000 for a facility. Yeah, that would have been the good part. It's really ridiculous around here when you try to rent a facility. Okay, so the paint's a little bit thick on those stripes, and so it kind of raised up. I'm going to kind of tap it and break the little bubble. And then the side, it actually bubbled over the side of that. So I'm going to grab a paper towel, and I'm going to wipe that off. Okay, so let me just wipe it off, because I'm going to ink this. I don't want to get the black on my ink pad, even though it probably won't show. It probably won't. In the woods of Don Williams, Lord, in the words of Don Williams, Lord, let this day be good. Hope you all. Oh yes, thank you, Terry. That is so sweet of you. Starlink works good in the country. Oh, Michelle. Okay, I'll have to look at that. Hi Barb, how are you? I think this is gonna be really cute. Hi Sarah. Good morning, my sweet friend. I know. I'm getting a little sad, Sarah, honestly, because ChalkCon's coming up and I'm not going to see your face. I think you need to fly in and spend the weekend with us. Honestly, I'm getting a little sad. I was thinking about that it's not going to be the same this year. However, I did got some exciting news. I don't know if I can tell. I'm gonna have some special giveaway things at my little get together with my little watch party for ChalkCon. I have some special things that are coming. I got notification last night and I'm like, oh, that's so nice. Yeah, that is so nice. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm hoping that maybe some more of my San Diego friends will want to join us. You do not have to be a designer to come and hang out with us. You are able to do that. We do still have a couple of spots that people haven't confirmed yet. So it's been hard for people to do sometimes, money and all of that. So I totally understand. I totally get it. And plus, it's been hard for me with my mom and all that. I haven't been as focused on it as I should have. But we're going to have a great time. So if you want to join us, we're going to do lots of craft projects. If you're here in San Diego area, you are welcome to come and hang out with us and see what is ChalkCon all about. Come hang out with the girls. Come do some craft projects. We're going to have a blast. You are very welcome to come join us, even just one day if you want to. We'll have those projects going on Friday and Saturday, and we actually will be there at the beach house from Wednesday until Tuesday morning, Wednesday afternoon to Tuesday morning. Okay, I'm going to bring in the other part. Actually, I probably should chalk this. Well, this is right here. And we can glue our little bee together, and we can glue these things together so that they can kind of be drying. Okay, so I'm just going to plop some glue in the center. I know, I wish you were closer too. I know, it's just not going to be the same. So I'm a little sad about ChalkCon coming up and not being able to see all of my friends. And another thing, I always made little giveaways for all of my Watts of Love, my light makers. I always call them my light makers. Oh, you're a light maker. Here, I have this for you. As if I was like one of the corporate people. But you know what? It's because Watts of Love means so much to me. So I always brought special gifts for all of the light makers. And then I also brought special gifts just to give out little magnets for people that just had something on it about ChalkCon. So I'm going to be missing those things. I'm kind of sad about that. Just to be honest, I'm kind of sad about it. So anyways, yeah, it's hard. It's hard when things change, and I do understand there's reasons that it's virtual instead of in person, but it's sad. Okay, let's chalk the pattern on this part. We're going to do it with buffalo plaid. Surprise! No surprise there, right? No surprise there. So what I love a lot about this special MDF is that you do not, and where's my lid? There it is. You do not have to sand it. If you want to, sometimes your paint might be a little bit bumpy. You could sand it if you wanted to. I'm just going to put this pattern right here. Actually, it looks like it's going to fit perfectly. Let me do this. Let me do it from this way. I think it's going to be perfect. And I'm going to kind of center it. I'm going to stand up to do this. And then we're going to do let me just move it down a little bit. Right there. Okay. And then I'm going to do shimmer. So it's really not going to be that big of a difference. I might have to go back and ink the edges again. Oopsie, I stuck my fingers in that. You guys. So I'm thinking I might have to ink the edges again because it is going to take over that. Okay, plop some of this on there and then grab a squeegee. I'm going to grab a larger size one. This is actually our small. But I use our minis all the time because most of the projects that I use are smaller. I don't do tons of big projects where I need the great big 4-inch handled squeegee, and I don't use the angled one. So the angled one is not my friend. I don't know if it's because I am left-handed, but it's awkward to me. So my favorite is the minis, and you can do anything with the minis, the mini squeegees. All right, just gonna quickly work this, get it all the way down. Oh yeah, that was the perfect amount. I might have a little bit that I can scrape off. So I always go back and scrape it. And a lot of times I'll go in 2 different directions so that I make sure I got everything. And then I'll peel this up carefully and we'll make sure that we got every single bit, and we will dry it again. I'll probably ink it again. Oh yeah, so it just puts a little bit of shimmer on there. I wasn't looking for a great big pattern on there. I was just looking for a little something, just a little background pattern. So yeah, look at that. How cute is that? Let's dry that and let's ink the edges again. Yeah, I should have waited. Okay, plopping that on there. Gonna set that over to the side. Gonna put my excess back in the jar. Your phone's cutting out and missed what you said about the lights. What did I say about the lights? Did I say something about the lights? Somebody help remind me. Remind me about the lights. Oh, I know. The lots of love. I used to give out little magnets to people that were light makers. And a light maker is somebody that has donated $250 to Chocator over the year. So I used to hand those out at the Chocathon. ChalkCon to everybody. So I would take like 300 of them. We would sit and we'd make little kits. And so I'm going to miss that. I'm going to miss the interaction with people. I'm going to miss being able to walk across the stage for various things, that even just being recognized for my title or being recognized for helping with something. I'm gonna miss those things. All right, let me ink the edges. I do know that they will be giving out awards to people, and they will have to have it where you have to be live. So you'll have to have a little link and go on, basically like on a Zoom link, I think it is. And then all of a sudden your face is going to pop up on the screen for everybody to see. So no matter where you're at, even if we're at my craft show, picking up my craft show, I might have to be available to be live right there. Okay, and I do have a little dilemma with my craft show. My friend who's supposed to work my show is not able to. So a little dilemma right there. So we'll see how that goes. We will see how things go. Yeah, it will be fine. Okay, isn't that cute? That is so stinking cute. If you want to do, I'm kind of thinking that I should do lines here with my ink pad. I'm thinking that I should do that across. You know what? We all do. Pam, yeah, they stopped doing this is the first time. During COVID, we had to have it virtual because of COVID. I'm just dragging this across. I'm gonna put some lines there. It was just a financial decision, and also they are understaffed right now. They lost a couple of key people that really help with all of that. So they were not prepared. When they prepare for ChalkCon, they prepare like 6 months ahead of time. And they lost, we lost our president of the company 2 years ago. And then we lost the was it been 2 years? A year and a half. Lost the vice president, the CEO. So, it's a transition period right now for them, and it's hard. And financially, it was something they needed to think about to try to keep the company, so that it's fine, so that There's just a lot. It's a combination. Okay, how's that? I think that looks cute. So I just kind of drug my ink pad, and remember, these are the ink pads from Amazon. It's Memento Luxe brand, and this is Espresso Truffle. So I know, I think it's cute. Okay, so let's glue this together. We still have to chalk the other part, but let me look at my cheat sheet and see what goes where. Okay, so the door goes here. The words and these little bees go on the other sign. So this is going to go, I always like to just place it there. We are going to do some little white lines with this. I should do my white lines on things. This is going to go here. This is going to go here. That goes there. And this one goes over here. Okay. And then my words are just on the sign, and my bees are on the sign. Okay. The other part. Okay. So I'm going to take my little white marker, and let me just get it started. Well, actually, if you do it right on here, I like to get it going first. Make sure it's going to work. These little markers actually are pretty good. They haven't failed me yet, but we'll see. We'll see, because now that I say that. Okay, this brand is Artistro. Okay, and I'm just going to put some little white dots here and there. I'm looking at my cheat sheet. Okay, it's on the center of the flower. Okay, and on the bee, they're just little white dots. Okay, so you don't have to do this. It is not a requirement. I'm just trying to do what the other person had done. Okay, so what my little pattern shows. And then let's do that. And then on here, boop, boop, boop. And then here, do, do, do. And then that's it. Okay, so we might have to do the lines, like the bee lines, on the other thing. It had like bzzz, you know how it had the pattern of a bee going in flight. The other sign, once we chalk on it, we might not be able to see those, so we might go back and use a marker for that. Okay, because I do think that's kind of an important part. Okay, let's glue these in place so that they can start to dry on here. How fun is this? I love this. We have lots of bee projects coming up. So if you love bees, we got you covered. I need a little bit more on that. A little bit more. Yeah, I'll give you the link for the markers. Yeah, definitely. What is the background color of the beehive? Okay, so the background color of the beehive is deep ochre. Deep ochre. So it's, let me just get all this in place. Let me do that first, and I'll show you. Okay, that one I did already. Okay, I got everything. Okay, those are good for now. I can switch sheets. So deep ochre, and it kind of is like antique gold. Okay, so I think they quit making antique gold, but that's approximately the same color. Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh, and you know what? I should have made that smaller so you can see what I'm doing. Let me bring in the other sheet. So we have the other sheet, and you can see where everything is. It's all etched on there or scored on there, so you can see. But we're going to do a pattern. Okay, so I'm going to wait to do my inking because I learned my lesson on the other one, and it's not completely dry. It is still kind of damp, so we're going to dry it 100%. And this is Light Buttermug. Oh, hi Karen, she's back. Oh, Deb, have a great day. You have to work. Okay, I have to open the store today. Have fun. I know you actually really enjoy that. So have a good day. Let me dry. We are going to make a bow to go on here. It's still kind of damp. I thought it would be dry by now, so I hadn't even dried it. Okay. So we're going to do a pattern on this. I think that I might have one of these in my drawer. Let me see so I don't have to use a brand new one. Let me just look through my stack really quickly. You never know. My drawers are completely full. I need to go through my drawers, my transfers, take them out. I actually have binders, and occasionally I'll go through my binders and I will take out things that I don't no longer want. I've actually had transfer sales for retired stuff that's been used. It might be time to do that again. Which is kind of fun because I just do it random. Okay, we're just going to use this new one. I actually have 20 of these still, so I do have these for sale. I think we can just kind of pull this back and then tuck this in there. I'm kind of thinking that, and I'm not going to fuzz it. It's not, this one is not super sticky. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to pull this back, and then we're going to lay it back down on there. So I'm just going to put it right at the top here. I think this is going to work. I'm going to center that like that. And then I'm going to plop it up here. And we're going to do, yeah, that worked. That worked. We're going to use our ocean mist because we're going to make it look like sky. Okay, yep. Replay is always here for you. That's a good thing. So this is just going to give it a pattern on the back. It's going to look like the sky, which is great. And let me just, and I actually think I'm allowing 2 of these small packets. It may be overkill, but I'm thinking that I'm actually going to need this much because there's a lot of open space. You see all that open space? So I want to make sure that I don't ever want to not give you enough and you're working on a project and you don't have enough to finish it, because that would be really sad. That would be sad. I wouldn't want to do that. So I put 2 packets because I feel like a lot of this open space is going to take 2 packets. Yeah. All right. So just spread it and then you're going to scrape off the excess. Okay. So I'm going to get all the way to my edges. How fun is this project? I hope it turns out like I think it's going to, and then we'll ink the edges. And technically you don't have to do all of the center part, but I am. You know, you could kind of go around the area where the beehive's going to be, but then you're kind of going, okay, where is it? It's underneath this transfer. Okay, now I'm going to go back and I'm going to scrape off all the excess, and that's going to press it through that silk screen to your surface below. So it's kind of like the final thing. I'm going to do it one more time. I'm going to go down. I want to kind of smooth that out. So I'm just going to do quick strokes and then we're going to peel. It'll be time. You want to make sure you're peeling before that dries. Okay, don't let it dry on there. It will not look good. Okay, I'm going to stand up and we're going to peel this off, and then we're going to see what we got. Hopefully something cute. Hopefully something cute. Oh, look at that. I kind of like that. It might be a little busy when we're all done. I think it will be fine though. When we get all the words on there and all of that, I think it will be fine. Okay, so all I'm going to do, I'm going to peel this back. I'm going to slide this up, and then I'm going to pull this completely out. It's on the backer still. I can carry it to my sink and easily wash it. Okay, I'm going to set it right down here. I'm going to actually sit on the floor, like leaned up against the wall. There we go. I think. I think somewhere right there. Okay, here we go. Let's dry this, and then I can still see my lines, but I am going to go back with the marker, and I'm going to make my lines darker so that I can see them. Okay, let me go ahead and dry. Because I do want to see where the lines for the bee is flying. I can see it through here, but I want it to be more, I want it to be darker. So dry, and then we'll ink the edges. It does take a little bit to dry this because there's a bit of chalk paste on here, guys. Just a bit. So you're going to feel it if it's damp. If it's damp, it's not dry. Okay, it's still damp. So bear with me. But keep that heat gun moving. Keep that hair dryer moving, whatever you're using. So mine's a heavy duty heat gun. It dries pretty quickly. We have our chocolate tour one. It just takes a little bit longer. All right. And then let me wipe the edges. So my edges have some chalk paste on it. I just want to wipe it so I'm not getting my ink pad on there. And let me ink my edges. I know, I love it. I love it with the light buttermilk. I think it's perfect. We'll see. When it's all put together, we might go, ooh, that was too much. And you know what? There you go. So then if you're creating this, you can say, Darlene, I really didn't like that pattern. I'm just going to do mine light buttermilk, right? You get to learn from my lessons. Sometimes I do things I go, ooh, I really don't like that. Or sometimes I do things and I go, oh, hey, that turned out better than I thought it would. You know, I love being able to add the chocolate to my projects. It just is so easy. That's what drew me to it when I first saw it. I was like, "Oh, I have to do that." Okay, so I can see my line, so I'm just going to take a marker and I'm going to start drawing little lines. I'm actually doing the thicker side of it because I really do want it to show up, and they're just little dashes. Okay, so I'm just going to follow. Let me stand up to do this so that I can actually see, and it kind of goes in a circle pattern right here. So some of it's covered up by the chalk paste. So I am guessing where it's going to be, and then it stops right over here at the beehive. And then there's one on this side, and I just, in my opinion, it needs to have these. So if I just had the light buttermilk, you would be able to see this. But with doing the pattern on there, it covered it up. So I'm just giving a helping hand. This is like a Sharpie, but it has two ends on it. I think it goes over here. I think it kind of disappeared on me. This is the Identa pen, so it has a thicker end. So it has a fine point and an extra fine point, and it's called Identa pen. Okay, Identa pen. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, now we can glue things on. Super cute, guys. So excited. So excited to get this on here. Okay, so it's Be Kind. And then we're going to put our little bees on there and our beehive. I know. Isn't it adorable? It is so much fun. The little bee going right there. And this little bee is going down like that. And then the cute little beehive. And I do have these available. The kits are available if you just need the kit itself. If you have chalk paste and you have transfers, you don't need all that, then this is available in the Etsy store. I will put the link there for that for you guys. Okay, let me go ahead and get my glue. I'm going to stand up and let me just push this up so you can see the whole thing. I know. This is going to be so cute. I'm excited. I can hear my granddaughter with tape back there. The tape gun is always so noisy. When I'm trying to package things and it's like midnight, I'm always, ooh, am I going to wake up my husband? There's just something about those tape guns. One of my granddaughters used to scream. I think it was Aubrey. She was afraid of that noise. So funny. My dogs now pretty much are not afraid of anything except Stubby. He does not like the heat press, the beep beep, and he does not like the air fryer. Because it makes a noise, evidently. And also when I do waffles, you know how waffles at the end it goes beep. He freaks out. He totally just shakes. We have to put him in the other room. Poor thing. Okay, there's a little bee right there. Isn't this cute? Super cute. Super duper cute. We got to make the bow still. So we're going to make a messy bow. So messy bows are just a few pieces of ribbon. Having a hard time with this one. And you cut them to just a short length, and then you dovetail the ends and you tie them together in the center. We're going to use a zip tie, and then you just put it on there. So we may end up gluing it on there. I probably end up gluing it onto here. So I have my hot glue gun plugged in. Okay, there we go. Cute. Isn't that so cute? I think that was so sticky cute, and I love the colors. So I love the ocean mist with it. I think it's just cute. The colors are super cute. And the pattern is cute. It's not too much, right? I don't think it's too much for the background. I think that the pattern turned out super cute on that. Okay, bring in the ribbon, and let me grab my scissors out of my drawer. So what I have here is just going to come with the kit. Okay. There's two little zip ties that we're going to probably use. These little pom-pom type things. Some jute for the hanger. So we'll do the hanger in a moment. And then ribbon. Okay, so you're going to get 6 pieces of ribbon. You're going to dovetail these. All right. The bow is a messy bow. That's what it's called. So you're going to dovetail the ends. So you're just doing an angle. Okay, so I dovetail them, and then I'll create my bow. Okay, I don't like to do it afterwards because it's kind of awkward. And I don't do a lot of bows. You guys know that. You know I am not a bow person. I don't like big bows. That Definitely. I'll take a small bow any day. Like a bow tied in a like you tie your shoes, a bow like that. But big, huge bows that are just fluffy, fluffy, they're just not my thing. But you guys, if you like that, you can totally do one. Just don't have it overtake your project. I see these bows that are like half the size of the project, and I'm like, why? Why did you do that? Because you really don't need to do that. So, I miss being in the corner. I should be in the corner with this. Okay, so just dovetail everything. And we have some bee ribbon, we have buffalo plaid, and then we have honeycomb ribbon. And I have plenty of these, so I probably have enough for 40 kits. I don't know how many kits of these kits that I did. I can't remember how many I cut. I'll have to go back and look. Okay, there we go. So that I cut backwards. Yeah, I do. That's okay. Such is life, right? So then you're going to layer. So take your bee, take a plaid, take a honeycomb, take a bee, a plaid, a honeycomb, okay? And then you're going to zip tie that, and we can, let's put these in there too. So these are the little foo-foo, little pom-pommy thingies, okay? So you're gonna have that all stacked nicely like that, and you're gonna figure out where is the center, and you're gonna kind of gather it with your fingers a little bit like that. And then we're gonna zip tie it. Yeah, we are gonna zip tie it. So the zip tie is probably going to show. Should I use jute instead? Maybe, oh, you know what? Let's just do this and then we'll use jute over it. Okay. So zip tie it, these teeny tiny zip ties, you're not going to need two. So maybe I'm going to eliminate one of those unless we use the zip tie to tie it to the jute. Okay. Oh, it really isn't going to show that much. It kind of blends in. I am not going to worry about it. It blends in with the yellow. Okay, so there, you have it really tight in the center, and then you can trim that. If you have wire cutters, use your wire cutters, not your scissors, guys. Sorry. I'm telling you wrong there. And then you're going to spread these. So you're just going to go like this. You don't have to spread it a lot because this needs to stay small. So you're just going to kind of fan it out a little bit. Okay, so just fan it out a little bit, just like that. And then go the other side. And we'll go this way with it, this way, and then we'll start going upwards. Okay, so this is called a messy bow, and it's not a difficult bow to make. Look how cute it is. Isn't it cute? Just like that. And if you want to do this one the other direction so that those are away from each other, you could. There we go. Isn't it cute? That is so cute. We are going to end up just gluing it on there because it's going to be more difficult to do. I'm going to trim this one down because it's a little bit long on this side. I'm still alive. Yay. Someone let me know if I'm not. I know the bee ribbon is so cute. That was from Sam's Club. All right. We're going to put our jute in. Just tie a knot in one end. And if your jute is too small, because it depends, you know, when it rolls off, I'm gonna actually tie a double knot. So 2 knots right there. And then we'll put it through. Okay, here we go. Let me stand up. Put it through just like that. And then we're gonna go to the other side. And then we'll determine where do we want that bow to be. I do have my hot glue gun plugged in. Look. We could actually tie it on if we wanted to tie it on in the center, but I'm not going to. You don't want this to be too long. Okay, let's figure out. I think the bow can just go right there. Oh yeah, the bow is going to be glued right there, guys, and it's going to be absolutely fine. Okay, let me just go so that you can see more of it. Okay, I'm gonna make this just a little bit longer. Okay, and this side of the jute is thicker, so this side I only need 1 knot. I don't need a double. Your jute is going to be different like that. It just is what it is. Okay. I'm going to just glue that. I'm going to hot glue that right there, and we're going to be fine. And we're going to have a fun project. Okay, I have my glue gun plugged in. Just going to plop some glue right up here on this, and then we're going to press that right into it. Okay. So quite a bit of hot glue going on there. And then I'm going to very carefully press this. Make sure that you're not getting your fingers down in that. So if you have to grab a squeegee, you can do that. I'm going to just press firmly down in the center. I know that my fingers aren't anywhere near that glue. And then I can fluff it up. Okay. Isn't this going to be cute? This is going to be so stinking cute. Okay. Then just fluff up your bow. Okay. And make sure it's not covering your words. You don't want it to cover the be kind words. These need to be trimmed down. Those are too long. Okay, so trim down your pom-pommy things a little bit. They're kind of out of control. They're just going out of control. Make sure that glue that stays down. I noticed it kind of went up a little bit. You want to make sure that you're holding it. You can kind of curve these too. Kind of curve them if you want to. Yeah, just like that. That looks good. Isn't that cute? What a cute little bow. Kind of fluff these things up a little bit and make sure it stays. Okay, if you need to, here's what you can do, guys. Here's another little tip that I use all the time. You can turn it over and you can run a little bead of glue right there if you need to. So it kind of gives it extra support. I'm not going to do that. I think mine's fine, but you could put glue from the back. Okay, this is what the back of it looks like. All right, there we go. Isn't it just so darn cute? Where do you find the different colored wire pom-poms? Oh, let's see. I've actually had them a couple of years. I did search on Amazon. They're quite pricey. Karen did find another place for it. I don't know if it's still available there. Maybe Karen can get with us on that and drop the link here if she still has the link for that. But I did just search on Amazon and search pom-pom ribbon. So I haven't looked for a while. Let me go ahead and look for that, and I'll post something about it. I think it's cute. Yeah, messy bows are fun. All right, let me put you to myself. There we go. Here we go, guys. Isn't this just so adorable? I really love this one. I think it's really fun. Let me get on closer for you guys. How's that? I know. I'm really happy with the way it turned out because you never know. I'm always taking a risk when I'm choosing colors. I kind of try to stay with a lighter neutral color. This will probably be displayed in my house for a while, and then I'll take it to my show. I sell a ton of bee stuff. People love bee stuff. If you do craft shows, bee stuff is always something. It will sell every time. Watermelon will sell. There's just a lot of things that are everyday things. Bees are year round. It doesn't matter. It's Christmas time, bee stuff will sell. There's people that decorate with it in their home. I know. I love it. Give me some hearts. Give me some hearts if you love it. And if you're not a designer and you're just hopping on, I would love if you would sprinkle. And if you don't know what sprinkle is, it's SHARE. Yeah, that word. I don't know. I'm still being cautious because there are times when Facebook can cause you some issues. Oh, Tina says she found some at Hobby Lobby. Oh, great. That's great to know. Nashville Wraps is a great source for pom-pom ribbons. Thank you. Don't forget to unplug glue gun. Thank you. Doing it right now. You know me too well. All right. I'm going to give myself some hearts. If you don't know where hearts are, they're down where you can make comments. And mine are right there. Okay. I'm gonna go add this to the VIP group. I didn't do a link yesterday. I didn't have time. It was too late. So give me a little bit. Usually it takes me about an hour to clean up, take pictures and everything. This is available right now in the Etsy store. It's already there. So you can go in there and you can just search for Be Kind sign kit and it'll be there. All right, tomorrow's Friday already. So have a wonderful day, you guys. If you have questions, just send me a message. I am here for you. I don't always get back right away. Honestly, I just don't because I have a full-time job too. And I love that job. Also, sometimes I'm in the middle of a project for my boss. Yeah, I have another boss. I'm not just my own boss. So I do have a full-time job as well. So sometimes it takes me a bit to get back to you, but I will always get back to you. Always. Okay. All right. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Let me just check once more, see if there's any questions. Nope, we're good. If you look on Amazon wired ribbon, yes, they'll let you know if the Lord. Okay, perfect. All right. Thanks, Karen. Love you guys. Bye. Have a wonderful Thursday all day.